What up, though? It's your boy Bandit, and I'm gonna let you introduce yourself before we get started. One at a time.
Ladies
Richard.
first, Richard.
Go ahead, Richard.
Hey.
I love it. I love it. I love it.
Oh shit!
You can catch me on X at Riggs928.
What up, Doe? You can catch me on X at Crazy Hockey Fan or Instagram at One Pride Nation _24.
How y'all doing on this Friday evening?
Woo! Yeah, half day of work for me today, so I wasn't. We got a new soldier. We got a new soldier in our office. She just came in. She actually wants to go to airborne school. I really applaud her because I will never ever jump out of a perfectly good airplane.
Rich, how was your Friday?
Man, it was pretty good. I worked 9 hours, man. My thumb is healing. So
My thumb is healing.
You should see it. You should see his freaking shit's all tore up.
I got an infection from a cat scratch.
So if he starts growing whiskers or gets a little extra fur,
Meow!
you never know. You never know. Guess where I went to eat today, Richard?
Where?
Arby's.
Oh yeah? What'd you get?
The barbecued bacon burger.
You like it?
Yeah. They messed it up though. And I had to take it back in and originally they put like 2 patties on there and I didn't, and so when he gave it back to me, he only gave me 1 patty. I was so mad. But I mean, I guess if they wouldn't have screwed it up, I would have got a double patty, but oh well, it is what it is.
So I like the big cheesy the best out of the burgers.
Oh yeah, I'll try that next time.
It's got 6 pieces of bacon on it.
Whew. Yeah, I like anything.
And it's got the processed Swiss and the processed American on it.
Yeah. I like.
And their burgers are pretty good.
Yeah, they're not bad.
Hey, their chicken, the chicken cordon bleus we got right now, those are fire.
Mm.
The ham and Swiss.
Yeah. Now that Dragon Dice, you still haven't heard of that, have you?
No, I don't know.
Ours doesn't have it either. I keep seeing it, but I was like, that's interesting that I think it's just certain Arby's in certain states have like they give you like role playing game dice. I really want them because the colors, like what they look like. I don't collect stuff like that, but just something different.
We just got ham in I think 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
And it's our most sold meat right now. Like I went just in my 9 hours, I went through 5 pans of it.
That's pretty good.
All right, let's get into some sports news. Starting with
Richard.
What?
Oh.
All right, let's start with Richard. We'll start with you, man.
Pistons you talk. Better not say it because I'll cap the shit out of you.
Pistons talk. Should K be on the first team? I know I asked you on this Monday, man, but I'm gonna ask you again, man. K, first team NBA. Rich.
I mean, I think he should, man. The dude is a straight baller, man. He's one of those few players who they dictate the game. You know, they make their pace. You're not going to force them out of it. And, you know, dude's just straight balling. Are we going to talk about them clinching tonight?
Yeah.
Clinching what?
Rich? I don't know.
Clinching what?
So, after tonight's game, they have clinched the 6th seed, and a
Oh,
first round meeting was the New York Knicks.
oh, so they did get the Knicks. The Knicks must have won, or the Pacers lost to do that.
Milwaukee won and the Pacers lost.
Okay, that's what. Because
So
as long as either New York wins or the Pacers lost, we would then play them.
yeah,
So
it's been official. Man, like I know people were talking about the matchup.
We're gonna
I think
beat the New York Knicks ass, bro. We ain't worried about that matchup.
we do match up better,
Yep.
but this is what I'm looking at. The Knicks are like the Cowboys, right? Hear me out.
no, I heard the same thing. Go ahead.
They sell. They put them on. So instead of maybe being on NBA TV, Bandit,
We'll be on NBC, ESPN.
and ESPN, and MSG and Cade will have center stage.
Yep. Because why are they going to be on NBC? Why? Because it's a market team. It's a high market team.
Yep.
Yep. They will. That's good. That is good promotion for Detroit. That's an absolute good promotion for. It's going to be. I think it's going to be one of the highest rated games.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because it's going to be close competition. It's going to be good game. All the games should be really good. There shouldn't be. They're not blowouts. They're going to be really good games.
And people going into the series are already saying Cade will be the best player on the court.
Oh yeah.
And mind you, they have Jalen Brunson and Karl Anthony Towns, Mikal Bridges, OG Anunoby. So he's going into it without even doing anything. This year he has really taken that leap into the superstar ranks.
Yeah, K did drop 50 in the guard. So, Rich, I'm gonna ask you how you see us playing against the series, and what do you think the series gonna end up outcome gonna be? Is it gonna win in 6? Is it gonna win in 7?
I think we win in 6.
I say the same thing. I was gonna say 7, but I had to calculate. I forgot that they got the home court advantage, so we'll probably win in 6. That's what I'm looking at.
Yeah, you don't want to play New York in Game 7 in New York.
Yeah, you don't want the crowd on their side. I mean, you don't want. Although it would be a freaking that the ratings for that game would be like really really good. You just don't want to go back to New York if you don't have to.
No.
And this is the biggest turnaround ever in the NBA, though. You feel me? Going for 14 wins last year.
Yep.
Clinching the playoffs. You feel me? So
I haven't. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead, Richard.
They won more games this year than they won in the last 2 years combined.
Yeah. And part of the previous to that one.
Like the last 3 years, if you combine them, it's like 50-something wins, 52, I think, 53.
Yeah.
And this year they're at, 43?
Yeah.
So, I mean, you almost won as many games in 1 year as you've done the last 3.
Yeah. It's crazy. I'm glad. That just tells me how much the coach really affects the affects the players.
That's dramatic.
It is. It's crazy.
Yeah, because we were talking that on the Pistons pod on Monday. Other than Beasley, Harris, Schroeder, who came in at trade deadline, and Hardaway, this team has been together. It's the same team.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And you're not telling me Tobias Harris, Beasley, and Hardaway are worth 30 wins by themselves.
No, I mean no. And then the guy that you acquired at the deadline, I mean he's a real glue guy and he's a bench, a very very good guy. I mean he ain't gonna count for 30 wins either. But those little extras plus the coach plus the new GM, everything helps out boost that stuff up. And these guys coach these guys up. They just didn't go, okay, go out and play. We know you can play. Just go and do it. No, they literally gave them tips every single game. Hey, you
And
got
they
to
all
adjust every game.
got that one for all mentality.
Yeah.
Even Schroeder, who came in mid year, you see him same way. Like that shit goes a long way, man. When you ride together, you die for each other. Like
Mm-hmm.
willing, really doing it for the game. Because we talked about this on Monday too. Yeah, everybody says, "Oh, you're getting 200 million, you're getting 300 million, you're getting a lot of," which is true. But if you really love the game that you play, do you really want to get your head kicked in every day, Bandit and Chris? That
Fuck no.
shit gets old.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, after a while, losing really kind of brings you down. Like you could shoot freaking 15 for 15, have a 45-point night every single night. But if you lose every single night, after a while, it's just like, what the fuck am I doing? What am I doing this for? What's the point?
And even when you're seen out in public, hey, look at that loser.
Yeah, that shit follow you for real.
Yeah.
All right, let's talk about some Red Wings. Right on. Had a good game tonight. Came back and went overtime. I had this before the games. Please say it ain't so. But so we still ain't at the playoffs yet, right, Chris? Still in the playoff hunt?
Not mathematically. The Canadians lost tonight. The Red Wings won, so technically we're still in it. Here's the truth is that we have to win out the last 3 games, but 2 of those 3 games have to be wins in regulation. I'm sure if we get 1 win in regulation, there's an alternate tie because they have 29 wins in regulation. We have 28. If we tie them in wins in regulation, I'll have to look up the next tiebreaker. I don't know what that'll be, but if we can get 2 wins in regulation and we win out, that means the Tigers won, right?
No, Cole Keith just hit a 2-out RBI single. So
Cool.
that infield single, confidence, Chris, confidence.
Yep. You're right. They put him on the bench, and it's making him better. So that's awesome. But with the Red Wings, the Canadians, all they need to do is have 2 overtime losses in their next 3, and it's over. But we need 2 regulation. I mean, is it possible? It's always possible when you're not mathematically eliminated. But man, this is it ain't gonna happen. I mean, I'm gonna keep saying it isn't happening until I don't know anymore. It's rough. It's a rough season. It's very rough to watch the Wings do a little worse than they did last year. You know what really sucks is the conference is worse than it was last year. So we should have done better. If we had equaled our point total last year, we'd be in the playoffs. But we couldn't even get what we did last year. So it's rough. I wish McClellan would have came along. The start of the season, we probably would have been in the playoffs, but hindsight's 2020. You never know what would have happened. So yeah, I mean, my biggest deal is and I had a question is for those people that are listening, should we bring up our prospects? Oh, easy.
I was trying to hit on cue. I thought you was going with that one. My bad.
No, you didn't put the question in I wanted, so I'm going to add that question. So should we bring the prospects up? I'll allude to that eventually, Bandit. Should we bring our prospects up? Because we only have 3 games left in the season. What's the point? Now, with that being said, a lot of people on Twitter have said that, like, might as well bring the prospects up. There's nothing left. They're basically out of it. Well, Todd McClellan issued a statement on Twitter. Give me 1 second. I'm going to see if I can find it because I was reading it.
You're over here taking selfies live.
Well, he's got.
What?
He got.
Why can't y'all just let shit go?
He's like, cha-ching.
He got to update his portfolio. Okay, so just let him do his thing, man. Let him do his thing.
Tinder, like,
So basically, basically what Todd McClellan said was, he says these last few games that the Wings are playing is basically he's put the team on notice, saying like, don't think we're just going to bring up the prospects. These are auditions for next year. So
I like
you
that
need to go into
mentality.
this. You need to go into these games like we're ready for the playoffs. You got to play because these are like tryouts for next year. Are you going to be on the team next year? So I don't think they're bringing up any prospects. To be honest with you, I think they are going to just unless somebody gets injured. I do not think they're bringing up any prospects. They are going to play it all the way through the season with who they got on the team because he believes it's a tryout and not a
We give up on the season shit.
yeah. So
They still
be
in the hunt
looking
too.
for
So
I mean, and so with that being said, the next question is that is Steve Eiserman's job on the line? Is it a make or break postseason for Steve Eiserman? Now, mind you, I'm a Steve Eiserman guy. I grew up with Steve Eiserman. I watched him play from the very first game he played all the way till the last game he retired. I am a Steve Eiserman truther, but it's getting long in the tooth to turn this team around. And the only caveat I have with this is that Chris Ilitch is the one that signs the checks. So if there's a guy out there that we could go and get and Chris Ilitch doesn't want to pay him, we ain't getting him.
Rich,
So at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter. It matters what we can afford to pay. But we need some defensemen. We need some good free agents. I mean, we need to cut. We may have to cut some people. We may have to give people teams draft picks to take some of these players, like because some of these guys are just horrible.
Rich, your thoughts?
Yeah, man, it's like so regarding Eiserman, I see the point. Like when he took over, our cap was hell. Uh, Hell, I think we still owed Johan Franzen when he took over.
That's actually gone, Richard. But we do owe Justin
No,
Abdelkader.
no, I said when he took over.
Oh yeah. Gotcha. Yeah. Gotcha.
Um, but you are right about Abdelkader. But so the books were just they were trash. Our Grand Rapids team, it was trash. So I mean, he's had a lot of work of reworking the system or the team, reworking the books, reworking the minors. Um, but at the same time, I could say, well, damn, like how many freaking uh, average to below average goaltenders you gonna go after? All
Yeah.
the money you got spent and all of them, you could have done went and got a decent one by now.
Yeah.
Um, and then you look at Montreal prospects, so I can see I'm someone, no matter if it's in the corporate world, no matter if it's friend to friend, sports management, I try to see both sides of the coin, and so I'm seeing both sides of the coin. I think being who he is, uh, and the fact that our owner is a cheap ass, uh, I think he gets at least one more year.
No, he does. He gets this year, but I mean, to be honest with you, I think he stays. I mean, regardless of what we, unless we like literally was like worst three teams in the league next year. I mean, to be honest with you, Eiserman has a job probably for the next 4 or 5 years. I mean, whether people like it or not, I think he does. I mean, but I mean, this is a key offseason, man, because you there's nothing else left to complain about. Like, there's nothing left to like you got goalies in the system. I believe, and me and Keegan talked about this last night. You've got Mrazek, you've got Cam Talbot. Cam Talbot's going to be 38 years old next year, 39, I can't remember, 38, 39 years old. Mrazek's in his mid 30s or early to mid 30s. Both of them are decent goaltenders. I mean, but Sebastian Cosa is going to be coming up next year. He's going to be back. He's going to be your major backup next year. So it's gonna that's the beginning of our what you might want to call our franchise goaltenders. Then you've got Augustine that's in the minors, and he's going to be playing in Grand Rapids. So you're going to have him, and in a couple of
No,
years,
he's not. No, he's not.
he's going to be in Grand Rapids next year.
No, he's not.
Yeah, he absolutely will be. He's
he
already
just-
there. He's already there right
No,
now.
he's not. He just informed Detroit he's going back to Michigan State next year.
When did he say that?
Like right after the season.
That
Yeah.
is news to me. Thank you.
Yep.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, sorry I wasn't trying to make you look bad or nothing.
Yeah, you were. I know you were.
I was just trying to get you to get correct information. But
yeah.
no, I get that about Cosa, but you could have went, you know, the $4 million you gave Huso, and all these guys, you could have went and signed a really good, decent goaltender for 2 years for that.
But Huso was signed through this year from last year. So he was already on the books. So it wasn't money that you could have instead of, because he was already signed.
Right, but I'm
You had
saying,
Ryan-
but you keep spending all this money, this $3-4 million a year.
So think of the goaltenders as a quarterback in the league. And you know how when you draft the trenches first and then you get your quarterback, that's what I think he's trying to do. He's trying to build his core of his unit, and then you get the goaltender. So then you've got veteran players, young, like they're veterans, but they're young veterans. Add a few like seasoned veterans, and then you've got your goaltenders that you have a longevity with. There you go. Now you're set. I think that's it. Now, if Augustine is really going back to Michigan State, it kind of puts a hamper in it a little bit, because what you would want to do is Coase is the backup next year, and then he becomes a starter the following year where Augustine comes up and he becomes the backup. So now you've got two guys, awesome guys for the future, and if you can't sign one of them, the other one's going to be the starter for years to come. So, but that kind of puts a hamper if he's going back to Michigan State.
Oh, guess we're hampered. Talk some Tigers baseball. Rich, you got an update on the score right now?
He should. He's ahead of us.
Yeah, they just hit a home run. So it's 6-5 Tigers in the bottom of the 7th.
Nothing like a nail-biting game.
Yes, sir. So I got a question for y'all. How y'all feel about Spencer's turnaround this year?
I'll let Richard elaborate on that, because we both are in kind of agreement on Spencer Torkelson.
Man, I love it, man. Like, I never want to see a player fail. He's hit 30 homers, 90 RBIs in the league before. Granted, only once, but still, Sean, he could do it. He was the first overall pick. I mean, dude was sent down to the minors last year, a year after hitting the 30 and 90. The media, slammed him. Took, quotes that he went wrong, saying he don't need to watch film, and so they went out and they trashed him, and saying he wasn't wanting to put the work in. And then spring training came. He changed his batting stance. It's more familiar to what it was in college. He balled out in spring training. The season has started, and he's still doing good. And it's baseball is a confident sport. Even and I hear ex pros, analysts who know the game. Even his outs look better than last year. Like, you're not seeing the pop ups like you remember, Chris. That was a joke all the time. Here comes a pop up. Here comes a pop up, Mister Pop Up.
You know what? You know why that is? Is because he always dipped his shoulder down and swung up, and he always like he was trying. He was over swinging. He was cutting too much up on the ball, and that's all he did was pop it up, or it was an out. They showed it earlier. I wish I could find it again. They showed his from an aerial view. They showed the batting stance of his footprints, and it showed how his stance is versus last year. And his stance, I think his stance, I can't remember if it was open or more closed stance on how he was playing. But it's allowed him to have more patience at the plate. He's playing with he's having fun playing the game now. You can see it. And the way he drives the ball, I'm glad he's not swinging for the fences. He's becoming more of a contact hitter, which is great. I want him to be a contact hitter. I'm not worried about power because it will come. It will definitely come.
He's doing what Cabrera tried with him years ago, and what was Cabrera's approach? The gaps.
Yep.
If you try to go for the gaps, everything else going to come, man. You can't pull everything.
Yep.
You cannot get pull happy. You'll end up pulling off of it, man. Popping it up. Well, sometimes you just got to go with the pitch. And it's also that is you could just see his at bats. Like, he's even having better at bats, Like, you're going to get your strikeouts. That's fine. Cool. A lot of power hitters do. But it's, are you striking out in 3 pitches? Or are you striking out in 10 pitches, 8 pitches? Make the pitcher work. If the pitcher needs 8 pitches to strike you out, in my books, Chris, that was a good at bat.
Yeah. And that's the approach the Tigers have been taking, and we discussed that before too. Is they're trying to take as many pitches as they possibly can in the count, and they're doing it mostly early in the ball game, and they also do it early in when they change pitchers too. They really try to get those pitchers' pitch count up quick, because guess what? Yeah, it's fatigue, and it gets the pitchers out quicker to get to the bullpen, because 9 times out of 10. Your bullpen isn't nearly as good as your starting pitchers. And not every pitcher is going to have a good day. So your chances of getting runs once you get past the starter are a lot higher.
Well, not only that, when you create fatigue, what does that do? Lead balls up, mistakes.
Yep.
Force the pitcher to do something he don't want to do.
Yep.
Now he's trying to force pitches.
And that's when I hit home runs. You feel me? But let's talk about this series coming up that the Tigers have with the Minnesota Twins, man. Season predictions. Chris, I'll start with you.
You mean
series going?
So the Twins are not playing well right now. Like, not to start the season. We should sweep them, but I could see 2 wins out of 3 just because the third game's always tough. It's always a tough game to play in a series, because the team doesn't want to. The team that's lost in the series doesn't want to go out of the series getting swept, so they tend to play a little harder. So I mean, I see 2 out of 3. I'd like a sweep. I mean, we should get a sweep, but 2 out of 3 would be great. I mean, if you win 2 out of 3 series, 2 out of 3 games in series throughout the season, I mean, you're a playoff team. Cricket. Richard.
What? I thought we were still talking about the same topic, and
No. We went on to the Twin series.
Oh shit, my bad.
The predictions for the Twin
apologize.
series.
Man, these are division games, man. You need these.
Yep.
So tonight's turning out to be a barn burner. But so it's 6-5 going into the 8th inning.
Mm-hmm.
But man, you need the series.
Yeah.
So you got Olsen was tonight. He struggled. He came out in the 5th. Tomorrow you got Job. And then Sunday, you got Mize. Can we talk about him for a minute?
Go ahead.
Another guy who was a one of one. First round pick, first overall. We're calling a bust. Didn't know what was going on. Should we make him our closer? Should he be in the bullpen? Will he beat out Maeda, Montero? You know, those were all the talks. He's come out this year. You know, when he was drafted, what was his pitch, Chris? What was his pitch in college that made him a number 1 overall pick?
Oh God.
It was the split finger.
I was gonna say the splitter. I was gonna say the splitter, but I wanted to say curve, but yeah, splitter. Yeah.
This is the first year that his split finger is there.
Yeah.
And I think, you know, you and I have had these talks. He's always been injured. So this is the first offseason where he was not injured and he could just work. And man, it's if he can just keep this up or be around the same, like, man, I love to see it, you know, that your number 1 overall picks, and confidence is everything in the sport of baseball, man. It's all sports, but I think more in baseball, Chris. What do you think?
Well, I mean, it is confidence. I mean, it's also it's how you recover. It's how you recover from. You're only as good as how you recover from each slump that you're in, because every batter goes through many slumps throughout the year, and in confidence goes into that as well. So you have to constantly make changes. So when something's not working after like a couple of games, you're having trouble, you have to make adjustments. That's the name of the game. It's in any sport. In football, they do it, but they only play 16 games in a season. So it's not as the fluctuation isn't as big. But in baseball, when you play 162 games, you could go through like 3 or 4 slumps in a season. But that just means you got to adjust. You got to make changes. And that's part of any player. The good guys can make the subtle changes. The great players are constantly doing their homework.
Bars. Chris just dropped the mic. Bars. Somebody's playing.
Talk about that guy. Have you ever seen that guy that does bars?
Yeah.
He's on Facebook or Reels or whatever. That dude's freaking funny.
All right, we got some Lions news. St. Brown want all the smoke. You want all the smoke. You ain't heard or seen, you feel me?
Oh, my God.
What, Rich? That...
Oh, my God.
I mean,
What'd she say? He's like, no. What she say? Anyways, Lion Star say he wants to face the Eagles on opening night, man. Rich, how you feel about St. Brown's statements, man?
Man, I know some people have given him shit for it, but I don't.
It's that dog in him.
I mean, what do we play this for? I mean, we play it to be the best, right? To be the best, you got to beat the best. Right? That's a good way, to start off the year. And we just said confidence, right?
Yep.
So you win this game, and you're does that mean anything necessarily? No. But, I mean, it shows, hey, we can compete with these guys, or we beat these guys, or
We were supposed to be in the NFC Championship against you guys, and we would have whooped y'all and went to the Super Bowl.
So, man, I ain't got no problem with it, man, because if you don't believe in yourself, nobody else will. That's just like, it's a topic about, do you have that topic about the Lions and Vikings before I say something about it?
No, you got the stage. Go ahead.
No, do you have that topic?
No.
So there was I don't know if you've seen the clip where Jordan Addison and J-Mo were at this, a signing together, and somebody asked them who was the best, who had the best wide receiver duo. And J-Mo's like, we do! And him and Addison were going back and forth. Addison was like, come on, man. And J-Mo was like, no, we do. I mean, if you don't believe in yourself, who else will? What are you supposed to say? No, you got it. We suck. I mean.
Chris, your thoughts?
So I give him props. I mean, if you're a team that isn't very good and you want to try to like start antagonizing a really, really good team, they're gonna roll you and smoke you as a figment or as a form of speech. But I will say he wants to play them on week 1 for the perfect reason, because week 1 is normally the week when everybody's healthy. Everybody's healthy. Your best against our best. Nobody now watch. I say this, and now 5 guys will be injured. So, but I'm just saying.
Don't you start.
I know. God, no.
Not that shit again. Not this year.
But that's the thing. He wants to play them on week 1 because it's your best against our best. Everybody's fresh and healthy. I love it. Because if you're not willing to go up against the best team in the league or one of the best teams in the league, why are we even playing? What's the point? So
they ruined ring ceremony too, like we did the Chiefs.
Yep. I mean, week 1, I'd love to play them. Absolutely love to play them. And then that's where your bar sets. Both teams. That's your bar for the new year.
Yep.
If we can't beat them, but we barely lose, then that's our bar. Now, so we got to get back after them. If we win, then their bar is just the opposite. Like, it's their bar. So I like it. I like the intensity.
All right. Well, did y'all see this? They was just trying to catch Bambi, man.
You didn't put catch in there.
Oh, my bad.
Dude, you got to let me proofread your stuff before you do things.
Listen, Chris, it's been a long week. I had to get school stuff done and everything else like that. So
just to let y'all, that's a product of Ohio teaching.
Let's say you finna go catch the deer. Oh my God. Oh my God.
that's our starting corner and our starting safety out there chasing deer.
You know what? Okay. I will tell you. They are definitely, okay, they may not have grown up in Michigan, but that is a Michigan thing to do. Like that would be something that me and my buddies in my 20s or maybe our teenage years, we would go and do some stupid shit like that. We would go chase deer. If we could get that close, we'd definitely be doing something like that. That's crazy.
Hey, it ain't no different than cow tipping.
Tip. You know what? They're just training. This is off-season workout, man. They just training, man. They're just out there trying. I mean, deer are pretty fast, man. If you can catch a deer, damn, you can catch anybody in the league.
Hey, it looked like he might have had a couple in him, if you know what I mean.
Well, yeah, I mean, I think if he'd had some shoes on.
I was he had no shoes on. Stepping in dog shit running after this deer.
I believe he was in his bare feet, man.
Hey, it looked like he had some gloves on.
Yeah, exactly.
Bullshit.
Hey, but you know what, though? It's cool that, like, they hang out in the off season and they hang out together doing stuff other than just football, because that would bring you together, man.
Yeah, I like the camaraderie. They're all together. I mean,
even though they might not, all 53 might not hang out, but like it seems like the position groups.
Yeah.
You know, like Amon Ra and Craig Reynolds, I know they're really good friends. Him and Ja are really good friends. You know, I think J-Mo, messes with them, So, I mean, it's good, man, when you get these guys to hang out. And another thing, what it does, too, it's easier to hold each other accountable.
Yeah, because instead of trying to talk above everybody, you're talking with everybody.
Baez, my mother freaking goat. RBI double.
Oh, I thought he hit a home run because it hasn't happened yet over here. Thank you for telling me. You can't help it, can you? You just can't help it.
Not with my goat, Javi Baez.
That's a shout out to Mike, one of our fellow podcasters here. He always uses the goat emoji for Javi Baez, so that's his man.
Man, I can't even do the last segment of the day. I can't even do back in the day today, man.
I know DaeDae's not here, so you can't do that.
Man,
it's okay. There's a time and a place for everything.
I should have thought of something for Rich. But that's all we got to this week, man.
Oh, are you sure? That's all you had?
Yeah, it's 2 topics on the Lions, 2 topics on the Tigers, 2 topics on the Red Wings, 2 topics on the Pistons.
Oh, okay.
Usually there's 4 people on here, so we get ain't here.
You took down my damn picture. How dare you?
No, I did not.
I can't find it. Oh, there it is.
Rich?
Yeah, Rich. Oh, it's Rich. There's Rich. There's Rich in a couple of years. Right there.
You will not catch me in a pair of overalls.
Shit. You just cow tipping.
I mean, come on, Richard.
Hey, I've never done that, but I for sure would.
I'm too old for that, man. I can't run away anymore. I
don't even know what the fuck cow tipping is.
It's exactly what it says it is.
I'm not getting around no goddamn fucking cow or no bull and try to tip it over. Y'all got your rapid ass mine. Fuck out of here. Y'all see bull and go there. We see bull and run the fuck away. Fuck all that. Like, y'all.
You ain't part of the Gator Boys?
Oh, goodness.
I'm part of sitting my black ass in the house, boy. You feel me?
Hey, that's what TA and Kirby trying to be. They trying to be the Gator Boys. They both from Florida.
They're like, screw cow tipping. Try catching a deer. I mean, they're faster than most of the receivers in the league. So hey,
that's a new training regimen right there.
Yeah, it is. can acquiesce.
He only took like 7 steps when he ran, so he ain't getting that much of a workout.
What do you expect? Like at
Walked
10
up with his hands out like.
I know he looked like he was getting ready to come up on a receiver. Like,
What the fuck he did?
Hey, he's getting his technique down, Bandit.
I appreciate the 259 people that came and watched us, man. Sorry we was late. Shout out to DaeDae, man. My prayers and our thoughts go to his kids. His kid's sick right now. That's why he wasn't able to make it to the show, man. So, also got to give send my condolences to Sky and his wife. You feel me? They just lost a sibling this during this week. So, shout out to them. Our prayers and thoughts go out to their family, man. So, love y'all, man. Pursuing Sky. Keep y'all head up. Stay strong, please. With that said, Chris, let them know when we get 500 subscribers what they do.
Oh, of course. So when you hit and subscribe to Detroit Fan Report, you add one more subscriber to our list. But when we get to 500 subscribers, we will be giving away a jersey. We will basically be randomizing the list of subscribers, and the top person or the number one person will receive a free jersey from us. It'll either be a Red Wing, a Tigers, a Pistons, or a Lions jersey sent to you from us.
Make sure you hit the subscribe button. You feel me?
Like and subscribe.
For sure.
Mm-hmm.
Rich, let them know about the basketball show.
Yeah, catch us, me, Ed, Bree, Drew. You can catch us on Mondays. Oh, King of the Palace, man, and we'll be talking about the playoffs, man, and a little
Playoffs?
season recap.
Playoffs?
We're doing that Monday.
Oh, show. What you going to do? The baseball show? Let them know about the baseball show, Chris?
Red Wings would be next, or the NFL. I don't know. Are we doing another NFL show?
I think we're going to recap the draft after the draft.
So we're going to be paused until the draft?
Yeah.
It's like 2 weeks away, so just...
Everybody, I'm giving y'all a vacation.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, we got people here at the because I live in Augusta, Georgia, and they're doing the Masters here. So it's so everybody's on spring break. Our work product is really slow. Nobody's in the office. Everybody took leave. So nobody's around. But if you go down Augusta, you can't even drive down there. It is so busy. But yeah, if you want to, so we will not be doing a hockey show this week, though. Just winging it. We're going to take a break because Keegan's is actually going to New York to watch, and then going to New Jersey to watch the Detroit Red Wings play the New Jersey Devils next
That's
week.
what's up. Shout out to Keegan, bro. Safe travels. Whoop, whoop.
Yep, him and his girlfriend. So they're going.
Keegan drive.
Yep, and so I'm getting ready to move. So it's I don't know when I'm going to move, but I'm going to be moving soon. So, so the next time on the next show, I might have a different setup and be somewhere else. But I'm taking a break from just winging it. We'll be back for the playoffs and talking about playoff hockey. But it's usually at 9:00 on Thursdays.
We don't get in the playoffs, baby. I have high hopes. High hopes.
About as much as DaeDae. High hopes. But yeah, so we also have the Central Crown on Saturdays. It's me, Richard, and every other week it's Mike. Mike will probably not be this week, but he's here every other week. And we talked Detroit Tigers baseball, and they're doing very well right now. So just got to keep it going. It's early in the season. A lot of energy right now, so we'll see how it goes. But yeah, it'll be 8:00 on Saturdays.
Wednesdays, make sure y'all shout out to Sky and Tori. I don't know if they're gonna be back this week, but like I told you earlier, but if they are, they will be there Wednesday, 10:00. Make sure y'all catch LFR live. You feel me? And subscribe. Hit that follow button to LFR on Twitter.
Yeah.
Well, I think we got them all. I think we got them all.
Yeah.
I think we got them all.
That's it.
All right, Rich, let them know where they can find you at so we can get out of here. Because I'm hungry.
You can catch me on X at Riggs928.
You can
Chris
catch
Paul.
Yeah, you can catch me on X at Crazy Hockey Fan and on Instagram at OnePrideNation_24. Like and subscribe.
Y'all know what it is. It's Professor Bandit. I gotta change my name. It's Professor Bandit. You feel me? Make sure I hit that subscribe button. Professor, yeah.
What did you get your doctorate yet? So I mean, you're not a doctor, but
Professor. And you say doctor. Professor Bandit. You feel me?
whatever.
Make sure I hit that subscribe button, man. Follow us on Twitter. You feel me? We out. Peace.